Hello! Have you still forgotten to like my videos? I hope you click on that plus button, that thumbs up button, and show your support to the videos that I post. So, with that said, welcome to another reading from me. I will never give up, even though if maybe you, some of you wish that I will give up, so I will never give up. So just forget about trying to give your evil eye towards me, because yeah. Enough said. Who is trying to contact you telepathically? Now, I came up with this idea because last night I had a long conversation, not in my native tongue, with a woman, or at least it was a feminine energy. She presented herself as a woman, and yeah, we had a very, very long talk, and we talked in Spanish. That is not my native tongue, and the interesting thing is that she said she was from South America, and you know, there are a lot of countries in that on that continent. So the interesting thing is that my uncle, once upon a time, he did some research about our ancestors, and he figured out that one of my ancestors was from Costa Rica, and that is very interesting, with the sense of that this woman from South America tried to had this telepathic conversation with me. So for you, the viewer, this can of course turn out differently. I don't think that each and every one of us have relatives from that continent. Maybe you have relatives from other continents, Africa, Asia, Oceania, you know. It's a large world. So it can also be telepathic from the other side, you know, people that are not longer with us. So have that in mind. I have no idea how this reading will turn out. As always, I take it as a surprise, and as always, I trust in spirit that they will give us as much clear answer as we are supposed to get. So let's see who is trying to contact you telepathically, and what is their message. So, as I said, I have no idea how this reading will turn out. It can be telepathically messages from different type of people, creatures, the divine, your higher self. I almost said your neighbor. You never know. So yeah, it can also be the soulmate that wants to contact you. I have had many dreams with talking with my soulmate. I don't know who that person is, but yeah, this person wants to show themselves to me in dreams. But this time it was a woman from South America, and yeah, and of course many times it's dead people that reveal themselves to me. With that said, I want to pull out cards from the tarot. I pulled out 3 oracle cards that will give us a hint about what they want to talk about. So let's see. Who? Their spirit. Who are trying to contact the viewer telepathically? Can you give us some hints? Who is trying to contact the viewer telepathically? Okay, so we have 2 cards already. I will have, I want 2 cards more. So I feel that when these 2 cards came out, it's one and the same person. Okay, so we'll pull out the last 2 cards. So this is message from a so this is the message from another one. So let's see. We'll look at the back afterwards. So these 2 cards came out together. Let's reveal them together. This is one and the same person. Who? It can be 2 different persons. I feel that this is some kind of spiritual being. You can see a cross here. It is actually a tower, but to me it looks like a cross. Maybe I should cover her up because of the nudity policy. Queen of Wands is a person that, of course, this is a feminine energy. This is a person, I feel that this is some kind of Latino energy, you know, with the dark hair. You know that Frida Kahlo, she was from Mexico, so that is confirmation, at least for me, with the South America, Latino America energy. But I feel that this is a priest. The tower and the tower card is a priest, so maybe there is a priest that you had contact with. You can see a woman here too. Maybe this is for some of you, that is very specific. Maybe for some of you, you have gone to Catholic school. And maybe this is one of the sisters, one of the nuns teaching at this Catholic school that that has a message to you. So even though this, but maybe because this these 2 cards come together, I feel that these 2 are connected in some way. Maybe they are from the same country, or maybe they are from the same area. You can see an elephant here. You know, Mother Teresa. Where was she from? She ended up her life living in India, but she wasn't from India. She was from another country. Maybe she was Polish. I don't recall. Mother Teresa. So this is the Queen of Wands is someone that is very artistic, like Frida Kahlo, very passionate. Maybe it's a grandmother. It can also be a grandfather, but I feel that it's I don't know. Maybe you had a very feminine grandfather. You never know. I heard an interesting story. You know, in the old days, it was forbidden to come out of the closet and be gay. That is, of course, to me, something that is absolutely insane to think about today, because, yeah. But nevertheless, in the old days it was forbidden, and I watched a video, very interesting story that when this guy's father passed away, it was revealed that his father has lived a secret life as a gay person with another man. And I felt that this was so sad, but of course, with this feminine energy, maybe your grandfather was actually gay, and yeah, he concealed it. But let's look at the other two. Ooh, this is a very dominant figure. So yeah, this is a father figure or grandfather, very prosperous. Maybe this ancestor of yours built an empire, like the emperor here, was a very rich and prominent man. Maybe you still are harvesting the fruits of his kingdom, of his labor. Let's look at the last one. Oof, we have why? It's so difficult, you know, social media, that you have this nudity policy, because you have to cover up each and everything. So yeah, these are something else. I feel that this is extraterrestrial energy, you know. I feel that this is something angelic. Something angelic, but I will puzzle a little bit about this. Maybe there. I don't know if I need to put. I'll put one to her too. So yeah, now we have covered everything up. Okie dokie. So yeah, as I said, maybe this, yeah, this can be two different people, but I feel that with the one, the thing that I channeled, you know, the feminine energy. Maybe this was a male figure in your life, or yeah, or maybe in pre-life. Maybe you didn't meet them, but nevertheless, this person was living a life living in concealed, concealing that this person was gay, I feel, and judging himself with the tower looking as this cross. Maybe they sought refuge within the church. Maybe they lived a life in celibacy because of yeah, maybe they lived a life in celibacy because they were ashamed at that moment of time, because Frida Kahlo, she lived in the 50s, 60s, and at that time, unfortunately, it was prohibited to be gay. Yeah. So this angelic realm, you know, this is this card always reminds me of You know, the story of Macbeth and the three witches. I don't recall the name of the three witches, but they represent the past, the here and now, and the future. And together they were cooking up difficult events, of course, challenging events for the person or the people in Macbeth to overcome. They were, yeah, they were a little bit evil. Okay, let's see. What do they want to what do they want to talk about? So this person, as I said, this is a person that built an empire. Very rich and prominent person. It can be, of course, by looking at it, it can be a royal person. This always reminds me of why was it? King Edward, you know, the one that abdicated from the throne and almost was sent to exile, living in France, because he wasn't able to marry the one that he loved. So maybe that is a message for you from not directly from Edward the 8th, I think it was number 8, but yeah, something about not being able to marry the one you love, and this is denying yourself to live the way you want, with you know, being forbidden to be gay at this time, and this person seeking refuge within the church and living in celibacy. And this is a little tricky energy, so let's look. Okay, person number 1. Revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. Yeah, that was channeled about Mother Teresa, living in celibacy. Don't be afraid to be different. Yeah, with this and what I channeled about this person concealing it's his or her sexual orientation. Don't be afraid to show the world who you are. Now let's look at the Emperor. Soaring into joy. Childlike wonder fills my life. This was a little contradictory energy, you know, but I feel that the message from the Emperor here, and what I channel about Henry VIII, Edward VIII, you know, he had to abdicate from the throne because he was refused to marry the woman that he loves. So do what you like. Yeah, do what makes you feel joyous, even though it will cost you, as it cost him his throne. But yeah, to do whatever you like, even though it will cost you maybe your throne. Do what makes you joyful. Let's look at the last one. Ooh. Breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. Yeah, these 3 characters here are celebrating. The 3 of Cups is all about celebration. But I want a little bit more info, especially about the 3 of Cups. So I will push a little bit to the side here because it was a little bit lack of space in the area here. So, additional card from the Queen of Wands and the Tower. Revealing radiance. Don't dim your light for others to shine. Okay, one card here. Message from the Emperor. To choose what makes you joyful. And I think I want 2 cards for the Three of Cups because it was a little confusing energy here. I'm not channeling directly who this is. Maybe this is your spirit guides. This one. This one. Okay. The Tower moment. Yes, being left out in the cold, being who you are, know that you are part of, there is a spiritual, there is a tribe for you too. Yeah, there is a tribe for you too. So don't feel that you are alone, you know. In the old days, unfortunately, many thought that they were alone by being gay, right? And that is why they felt afraid to show. And it was a high risk to show that they were gay because they could be sentenced to prison for it. So, yeah, there is a tribe for you. Now, let's look at the Emperor. Ooh, the Hierophant. Yes. Break the barriers of the tradition, as I channeled with Edward the Eighth. You know, the royal house is of course based on, especially the British, is based on old traditions, and of course they over the years they had to adapt into becoming more modern, but they still have a lot of way to go, right? So with this, he had to abdicate. He had to abdicate to marry the one he loved. This is a message from this energy, telepathically to you. Break the tradition and break the barriers. Do what makes you joyful, like a child, you know. And the last one, the High Priestess and the Three of Wands. Using your intuition to take a leap of faith, moving strategically into your future. And it's interesting that you have 3-3 here. It's very interesting that you have 2 3s, and the 3s are the initiation, right? The initiation of something. So, this is maybe your higher self, because and your future self, and your higher self, your future self, and your past self, because this woman on the left here, she looks a little bit antique. No, looks like she's from ancient Greek or something. And these two look very modern. So maybe it's a collaboration between your past, your higher self, and your future self. Listening now to your intuition, how to break free from something. Regaining hope. And not limiting yourself any longer. So beautiful and interesting message telepathically from three different characters. Take which one resonates the most to you. And yeah, I wish you all the best for the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye for now.